Ladies and gents, Moonrise. Here we go. It's a beautiful day here at Kennedy Space Center. We have two of the astronauts currently joined with us in VC, and we may hear from them. But we have Leafy, Sebi Farkas, Blipblock Games, and Uflock, all of which flew on Callisto around the moon just about a month ago. So they are well versed in our systems now. They are all prepared and trained for today's mission, which is notably about the same length, a bit shorter, or sorry, a bit
Leaks
longer.
checked.
But
No leaks.
yeah, it's going to be a great flight for them to really push the limit of Calypso, and we've seen this vehicle fly many a time. But today is all about gathering data. The reason we're flying Calypso to low Earth orbit instead of just sending them to the moon is because we want to test Rhea's crew hardware. On board Calypso today, we have multiple systems which are Rhea's that are working to sort of test them before we put crew on board Rhea for the first time. So we're hoping that that goes well and that all systems are green. Of course, as in the description, it does say the second part of today's webcast, which will be on Saturday when we re-enter, will be at 2100
Upload has
BST.
begun on stage 1.
So in a couple of days. As you can hear the birds chirping, the vehicle is upright. We are here at pad 39A today for a monumental launch. Here, over 53 years ago, we launched crew to the moon on Apollo, or on Saturn V, with the Apollo program. Now that was a monumental leap forward for humanity, and this year we are going back. Of course, more on that to come, but for now, we are definitely looking at a good weather day. Unfortunately, the whole stream will not be done due to the fact that I personally am away and the only person that has a streaming kit. So we will not be streaming the whole launch, but we will be streaming the entry and the launch. And some of you already noticing the new UI. We hope you do enjoy it. It's taken a bit of time to get that UI sorted, but we're now here with that glorious new system, and hopefully we'll be able to show you it on takeoff as well, some of the new features. So this broadcast will be about an hour long. Well, probably a little bit less, but we are working to essentially go 30 minutes after liftoff from 30 minutes before liftoff. So we're going to show quite a bit of that on-orbit operation, but that's all good. We are preparing to have a bit more broadcast than usual because of the fact that this is such a big mission for us. This is the second crewed mission in the Moonrise program, and we want to make sure that all goes well on today's flight.
Grid fin actuators secured. Landing leg locks released.
Flight control system startup. Final weather balloon released.
And has Calypso ever launched? Yes, we have launched Calypso many times on Phoebe.
Medium load completed, prop load in 1 minute.
However, it's probably been over a year since we last launched Calypso on board this rocket, so it's a bit different now, considering the fact that there's we used to run 2 fins, but now we have 4 again. Just a few minor changes and a whole redo of the software. And a good question from GOCSH. What can we expect on future lunar launches? Now, we're going to be expecting crewed lunar landings very, very soon. We want to land on the surface, test at the Rhea vehicle support crew on the surface.
Is currently go at T-minus 15 minutes, standing by for initial go-no-go pull.
But before that, we have a few other launches to do. So we will post a proper manifest of flights very, very soon for everyone to see. But for now, you'll just have to be patient and let us show off what we got. Now, as you can see, the vehicle's standing tall. This is Phoebe Apex Booster 3. Of course, this has flown 2 times already. This will be its 3rd flight. And a drone ship landing. So the first drone ship landing for this booster. Notoriously, I must add, we have not had the best luck with drone ship landings. So we're going to try our best. The profile is a bit different from a normal Phoebe launch, because we're on Sol now and things are quite different. We've also implemented Prima Vector guidance, so the powered explicit guidance ascent system, which is what the shuttle used for guidance during its flight. So we've implemented that on stage 2 to have a much, much more accurate insertion into orbit, so that Calypso has one little circularization burn and then it's on its way. And it's going to be a pretty cool launch.
Tank fuel data is nominal. Tank levels,
Now you can hear that lovely swell of the ocean as it hits the shore. We have cameras on the beach and everything today. We've got quite a few cameras scattered around the Cape, ready for this mission. As you can see, we did used to have 2 pads on the Cape. We've removed them temporarily while we redo our Phoebe heavy stuff. And we're looking at other configurations and whatnot to make Phoebe more efficient on its flights. Now, as we get closer to liftoff, we will show a ground track of our vehicle so that you can see where we are and what coordinates we're currently doing, so that you can go outside, have a look up, and see it in person. Of course, there's a video game, you're not going to be able to see it. But anyway, breaking the 4-4 is enough of that. We have 11 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. The vehicle is well into fueling. You cannot see it, unfortunately. We're going to work on that. We've got a lot to do, but this webcast is a big moment, so we focus mainly on the flying performance, the safety of the crew, and everything within that. And just to go back on the crew, we have 4 flight crew today. We have a spacecraft commander who is named as Leafy. Then we have the pilot who is Sebi Farkas. Then we have Blip Blop Games and Uflock as other crew members. So all 4 of them have their own specific tasks. And all 4 of them have been to space already.
Please check data feeds and telemetry.
So all 4 of them have been around the moon already for a 36-hour trip. but of course they are back here for a more less of a joyous mission and more of a testing mission. So they're going to have to work a little bit harder today in order to keep the systems, and in order to keep us happy and show us that the systems on board the Calypso spacecraft work. Now, just 9 minutes to go. We're in the single digits. Vehicle is prepped for launch. Everything currently go. Can we get some spam in the chat for Calypso? It's going to be an awesome launch, and I want to just quickly show everyone the patch that has been made for us by our lead of art. So if you give me a second, I'll go and grab that. And there we are, ladies and gents, the Moonrise patch, which will be with us for all of the Moonrise missions. You can see the Moon, Mars, and Rhea in the frame, and that was kindly drawn for us. Amazing work, and quite frankly, I'm very pleased with how that's turned out in the end. Of course, this will be on the vehicles.
Good. Barge secured.
And have you to do something for Calypso Lunar Flyby? I'm assuming you mean, are you going to do something about it? We may. It's not confirmed, but we will look into it. We haven't really sort of gone over that. Now, the manifest is already planned, but we will have a look and see what we can do, because that would be pretty awesome. Now, if you are new here, welcome. We are a virtual team that works to...
engine mode.
We essentially simulate the real launches that you may see with SpaceX in Kerbal Space Program.
Switch mode is 1 for today's flight.
We definitely take it quite a lot more seriously than you'd imagine. We do love doing this sort of thing, so if you like it as well, feel free to give us a like. You can see on your screens, engine chill has begun. The vehicle chilling down those engines on the first stage and second stage to ensure that we don't blow them up on liftoff. Those are very sensitive to heat. We don't want to shock cool or anything like that, or shock heat. The fuel is cooled down to almost 0 Kelvin. So, and who's Kelvin, you may ask? Well, it's basically, I think, something like minus 270 odd for 0 degrees Celsius. So very, very cold, extremely cold, basically absolute zero. So we want to fuel that down. And with Florida weather, Florida weather is very warm and humid. So cooling it down is a lot harder in a place like Florida than it would be in Antarctica. with just 5 minutes on the clock. The team are now in their final preparation phases. The crew are all strapped in, ready to go, and everything is looking
Go for
very
internal power
nice.
transfer.
The vehicle has shown no signs of issues throughout the count, so that's perfect. That's exactly what we want. We want to make sure that these crew are safe, and if they do for whatever encounter an issue, they will have their vehicle tell them that there's an issue, and they will safely abort away.
Weather balloon is shown in currently green weather.
Oh, actually, we've got a view on board the Calypso's capsule. Oh, we see some crew.
Transmissions only.
And yeah, so you can see the crew down there and the vehicle. As you can see, they've got some screens up there. I believe they were watching Saturn earlier on, watching the webcast, so that might be what the white screen is. Four and a half minutes. It's getting tense now. It's going to be very, very scary in those final few seconds. And if we need to hold, we can. We've got about 5 minutes of window.
Phoebe fueling has completed, ready for fuel line separation.
And you might think 5 minute window is quite a lot. It's not when it comes to this sort of thing. If we need to put a fix out, then it will take at least 5 minutes to do. So that 5 minute window is very precious to us, and we want to make sure that we don't eat into it.
Range, this is recovery. Range and recovery, this is LD. Please ensure P3.3 and P2 have been checked.
Surface and upper level winds are calm.
Three minutes to go. Let's all hold our breaths. Can we get some Calypso spam in chat? Let's see it all.
Recovery area is clear.
Two minutes and 3/4. We have all systems green in mission control. No issues on our front, and we are shortly to be departing from Earth, and the destination is low Earth orbit.
BRA is armed.
Welcome to everyone in the chat. I'm very glad that you could all join us today. As mentioned previously, my name is Quasi. I'm the operations director. I didn't mention that though. But we are here today for, well, in about 2 minutes, we're going to see a monumental launch from the Cape, Pad 39A, as we
Trajectory
launch
scan
crew
with
to
final
the,
output data. All systems are go.
as we launch crew to low Earth orbit. Yeah, true, Space War. L to the one person who voted that they're not excited. I agree with you.
This is LD for the final go, no go checks. Please put your data on the polling sheet. Recovery,
Recovery is go.
comms,
Comms is go.
Europa control is go. Propellant,
Propellant is go.
we are go for launch.
And perfect, we go for launch. 50 seconds, hold our breaths. Everyone, let's get some Calypso spam. And let's light this candle.
Range is clear.
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. Hold.
Looks like we are experiencing a hold. We're just going to quickly check what that was and double check if anything can be fixed. So do stand by. It shouldn't take longer than a minute. Okay, and we are good to go. I believe LD is about to start that count again. We rectified the issue instantly, knew what it was, so let's get it
All
going.
stations, this is LD. We appear go for resume of count. We're gonna resume count on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
60 seconds on the clock again. Let's see this time if it goes well. Crossing my fingers a lot more this time, even crossing my toes. Getting the dogs involved. So, ladies and gents, the 32 people who are here,
Range is
let's
clear.
do this.
Hold. It's not on the mission control. Yep. Okay.
Looks like we had another issue. I believe we're about to go out of it.
Resuming counts on my mark. 3, 2, 1, mark.
And looks like this is going to be the last, potentially the last attempt before we do scrub for today. So 30 seconds. Jesus, this is getting scary now. The crew are probably quite nervous on board. I know they're all listening into the mission control, so let's hope that they are okay and that all goes well for them.
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition. And liftoff. Go Phoebe, go Calypso.
And
Phoebe
liftoff.
is pushing down in.
We have lifted off from Cape Canaveral's pad 39A on this beautiful morning out of the Cape Canaveral. 40 hours in space. These crew members are now safely in the hands of Calypso and Phoebe. Approaching maximum Q, which is the point of maximum aerodynamic stress on the vehicle. And you should see a
Max
little
Q.
infographic pop up about it.
VBA is supersonic.
And we are now rapidly
Stage 1
approaching
recovery and
MECO.
neutralization.
As you can see on the timeline, MECO is coming up and all systems are green for it, so let's watch as stage 2 separates and takes Calypso into orbit. 2 minutes into flight, still looking good. Welcome everyone who's just tuning in. We're launching Crew to low Earth orbit for the first time in over a year.
View field is nominal.
MECO. Stage separation.
Recovery operators prepare for stage 1 landing.
And a successful stage 1 and stage 2 separation. MECO is good, and we are now on our way out to space. The second stage is going to continue to speed up, as you can see by their respective data feeds.
Booster 1, boost back, burn startup. Correction, no boost back. Sorry.
And stage 1 is now on its coast, so it's going to coast for about 5-ish minutes. The landing burn happens at about 8 minutes, so yeah, it's quite a long way away until we actually land this thing. As a reminder, it's its third flight, and it's a drone ship, which is of course harder to do, so we are going to make sure that we are go, so we won't be too far off if we go, but also there is also that risk that we may not land today, but hopefully we do. Now on board Calypso you can see the cameras facing down at Earth. There's Florida. Beautiful Florida.
All stage propellant at nominal levels.
All stations, this is LD, or not LD, recovery for the booster recovery, go, no, go, pull. LD.
LDs go.
Spacecraft commander. Range.
Range is go.
Propellant.
Propellant is go.
Europa control.
Go.
Communications is go. Range.
Range is go.
This is recovery, we are go for booster landing.
And we're going for booster landing, so trajectory looks good on that stage. We are now coasting upward. You can see the speed decreasing. The way to tell if it's going up or down without looking at altitude at all is if the speed is decreasing, then we are going up. If the speed is increasing, we're coming back down like a bathhouse of hell. Now the dials on the telemetry should show you our orbit progress. So we're currently at 7,000 kilometers an hour on the right hand side, and that is just about a third of what we need to get to orbit. So we're at a third of the way in, and yeah, vehicle is healthy. The altitude, however, is a bit higher. It's about 2/3 of the way complete, and the reason for this is the new guidance system. But we're sort of going to coast around that apogee and slowly make our way up to it while increasing our horizontal speed. And this is how orbital mechanics works. They say it's not rocket science, kind of is. There is a new poll in the chat. Will the booster make it? I want to see your thoughts. Will this booster land on its third flight? Of course, it's a secondary objective today. That is not the primary objective. The booster landing, I don't care. If it fails, it fails. Of course, there's going to be a little investigation into it, but will it land? That's not really a problem of ours. We just want to recover it, save a bit of money, and if it doesn't, well, the crew are safe so far, so touch wood. So we will continue on as normal. And Space War Guy, thank you very much for the kind words. Now, stage 2 is about 3/5 of, or sorry, 2/5 of the way. I should stop rounding it to fractions. So we, as you can see, entry burn is pretty imminent. It might be a little bit off this timeline, the first time we've used this timeline, of course, so do appreciate that. It might not be perfect, so it might be a bit early today, so we'll see what happens. We'll just let it run, and we'll gather data from this. That's what space is. We gather data each flight, and efficient operations. There's that entry burn. So yeah, you can see it's a bit early. Not to worry. It's the overlay is simply there for your convenience, and you can see that entry burn has started a little bit earlier than we would have imagined, than what it was in the simulations, and that it can change. It's simply a changeable event.
Entry bird shutdown.
And thank you, Blizzy Boy, again for the kind words. I appreciate that. It means a lot when people say they enjoy the stuff we do and appreciate how good this has become. It's taken us a lot of time to get to this level. So, yeah, of course, this is our pinnacle. This is what we made Saturn for, going to the moon and colonizing the moon. So that is why we're doing it. So let's get some more spam in the chat. Let's get some love for this booster, and let's spam booster in the chat. Let's see how many we can get. I want to see you go crazy. I genuinely want to see everyone spamming it. And booster is Phoebe Apex number 3. So this is the 3rd booster. Got an LOS. No problem there. Ignore the game crash that's there from a couple days ago. Not to worry at all. Of course, that landing burn may be early. So, as you can tell, things change, like I said a minute ago. And yes, YouTube will try and stop spam. I do apologise, but do your best. You know, just send as many as you can. Let's get that lovely bit of engagement up. Now, stage 1 is about to complete its landing burn. SECO may be off as well. This, as I said, is a different amount of time between each. It's going to be slightly different for each launch. There's that landing burn start. Now, where is that drone ship? Where is it? It looks like it might be out of the frame currently. We'll see. Hopefully it's out of the frame. We are pointing away currently from the drone ship. Not in terms of the vehicle, but with the camera is facing away from it. That's what I mean.
Landing leg deployment.
Landing legs have deployed. Oh dear. Oh no. Okay. And boosh. Okay. Okay. The booster has somewhat survived. I don't think the engines are completely dead. You can see there, the engines are gone. But
Recover to LD.
yeah.
Go ahead.
It appears we have had an off-nominal booster splashdown in the ocean.
Okay, well,
Confirmed.
that isn't the worst outcome. I mean, it's recoverable. Is it flyable? I'm not sure. We'll have a look. You can see that mission timeline is a little bit off now, but not to worry at all. Don't worry. Take it with a grain of salt. There's SECO. Ah, beautiful.
SECO.
So, what an incredible flight so far it's been. Of course, we're going to be on air for a little bit longer, but in a moment we will see Calypso separate from Phoebe. But crew are in orbit. They have finally felt their first bit of zero gravity since MECO. So as you can see, the crew
Stage 2 trajectory
capsule,
nominal.
you can see the trajectory. I don't believe that the dot is following us, but that is our trajectory around the Earth right now. You can see the ground track, and that is absolutely spectacular, ladies and gents. I'm amazed at the team for getting that to work. So let's stand by for Calypso separation. And there we go.
Calypso separation confirmed.
And with some lovely KSP music, we have separation of Calypso confirmed. 11 seconds into Calypso's flight. That timer does change. As you all know, KSP likes to change the mission time based on what vessel you're using, stupidly enough. But you can see the view from stage 2 as we fly away very gently. We're now in a vacuum, so there's no air really affecting us. The Calypso capsule is going to, in a minute, orientate around. It's going to open its nose cone, and there's RCS ports inside that nose cone, which are going to fire retrograde. Now, it sounds a bit counterintuitive, but they're more powerful than the prograde RCS thrusters, and that is the reason we're using them. They're simply more powerful. We can get a quicker insertion burn to the correct altitude. Now that is just a sight to behold, isn't it? You know, one of those days where you can sort of tell. And let's see if we can get one of our pilots, Sebi Farkas. I'm not sure if he's still here, but if we can get him on the mic, that would be perfect. Have a small interview as he's just separated from stage 2. So let's see if he's available.
Testing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And there we are. Here he is. Welcome. Good to see you're safely in orbit. How is it feeling?
This is just insane. Like, this is my second time, but it's wow. I can't believe I'm in space again. Like, the Earth looks so beautiful from up here.
Yeah, and you're going to have, I believe it's 31 sunrises in the next couple of days. So you're going to have a lot of time to take in just how beautiful Earth is from above. And you're going to have quite a fairly low orbit, but you're still going to be able to see major cities such as New York with good detail. So yeah, I hope you have a safe flight, Sebi, and I appreciate the small chat. Anything you want to say to the world?
Hello, world. I hope you have a good day.
Perfect. What an amazing interview with Sebi, our pilot there. Well, ladies and gents, we're now going to go into coast phase for a short while, and we shall be back very, very soon. Stay tuned. And we are back. Hello, everyone. And as you can all see, we are back again. There's some RCS on the right, but you can now see that is a view from the stage 2. You can see Calypso in the distance. I'll zoom in for you. There you go. And it's now pointing towards stage 2 as we prepare for, here's the docking port view, for our orbit insertion burn. So I believe it's coming up any second now, and we should see. There we go. So stage 2 speed is now, or stage 3 Calypso is now coming along nicely. The speed is increasing. When we get to 26,500, that's when we're going to be done. We are a bit higher than the intended orbit, and that is completely fine. We're doing some testing, some final checks, and then we'll go to our normal parking orbit for this mission. There we go. And ladies and gents, that is going to be where we cut it off today. It's been an amazing webcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. And we hope to see you on the re-entry stream at 9 o'clock British time on Saturday. So thank you for tuning in and see you very, very, very soon. My name's been Quasi, and thank you to all the Saturn staff who've helped. Bye-bye for now.